Thank you very much.
What is the true cost of a $150 million dream, and who is truly paying the bill? The headlines focused on the surface, a $50 million a year salary. But the real cost runs much deeper. This agreement is not just a contract, it's a financial web. Messi wasn't paid only in cash. He secured a stake in the biggest properties in soccer, a percentage of Apple TV streaming revenue, a share of Adidas profits, and crucially, equity in Inter Miami itself, making him a part owner of the debt. To understand this desperate deal, you must first understand the club it saved. Before Messi, Inter Miami was a financial shipwreck. Low attendance figures, weak infrastructure, and a constant cloud of controversy, including an infamous tampering fine that highlighted deep structural problems. They weren't just losing games, they were losing money, fast. They needed a miracle. They needed a silver bullet. And that desperation is precisely why the MLS was willing to rewrite its own rulebook for Lionel Messi. The MLS's core promise. To truly grasp the sacrifice, you must first understand the MLS's sacred pact, the salary cap. The league has always prided itself on competitive balance, every team having a chance, unlike Europe's giants. This cap is the very backbone of the league's existence. But when the opportunity to sign a global icon like Messi arrived, that backbone became flexible, almost invisible. The rule that had to break. To fund the massive deal, the MLS didn't just bend the rules, they innovated around them. This is where the targeted allocation money, TAM, and designated player, DP, rules become relevant. Inter Miami was already using its 3 DP slots. The Messi deal required a tacit agreement that his immense cost would be subsidized through corporate partnerships. Apple and Adidas weren't just sponsors. They were financial shields, protecting the club from being instantly penalized by the league's own financial rules. The rest of the league's silent price. But the debt isn't just Miami's. It belongs to the entire league. When the MLS prioritizes one club this heavily, it starves the rest. Allocation of money that could have gone to developing grassroots talent in Seattle or strengthening defense in Salt Lake City was effectively redirected to ensure the Messi spectacle remained financially viable. Teams that played by the rules were suddenly at a competitive disadvantage. The unexpected vulnerability, the crisis. The true crisis point came when the one thing you can't control happened: injury and fatigue. When Messi is off the field, the Mirage collapses. The team's deep structural flaws, the same ones that led to the $2 million fine, are instantly exposed. The fans vanish. The excitement disappears. The league is left vulnerable, having gambled its entire narrative on the perpetual health of a single 37-year-old superstar.
Miami is plus 20. Wow. McNaughton catching all of Messi.
Turning point. This is the moment the true cost is realized. The MLS didn't just buy a player, they bought a ticking clock. The moment Messi finally leaves or retires, the entire financial edifice built on his name threatens to crash, leaving the league with the same structural debt, but without the global spotlight. The question is no longer, did it work? But what happens the day after? The superficial return on investment, ROI, We cannot deny the success in the easy numbers. The investment generated a significant increase in ticket sales and a surge in Apple TV Plus subscribers. The MLS brand went global. In terms of marketing, the gamble paid off handsomely. But the documentary doesn't end here, because this superficial success hides the true cost. The price on the pitch, the lost parity. The true cost is measured in parity. By dismantling the salary cap and prioritizing a brand over the sport, the MLS has weakened its foundational principle. The league risks becoming an elephant graveyard, a place for global stars to retire, rather than a thriving environment for young talent to grow. Inter Miami isn't just one team. It's an exception to the rule, and exceptions erode the foundation. The moral verdict, mortgaging the future. And here is our verdict. Inter Miami and the MLS didn't buy a dream, they bought time. They mortgaged the league's financial future, creating a celebrity-driven bubble. Instead of solving the infrastructure and salary cap problems that the $2 million fine exposed, they simply covered them with the brilliance of Messi. The true cost is not the money spent. It is the cost of credibility and the cost of the competitive parity the MLS promised for decades. The legacy of debt, the day after. The final question is, what happens the day Messi plays his last game? Will the growth be sustainable, or will the MLS find itself alone, with a fan base accustomed to global drama that the league can no longer afford? Messi's legacy in Miami may not be that of a champion, but that of the star who exposed the deep fractures in American soccer business. That is our verdict. Do you believe the MLS was right to mortgage its future for this legend? Leave your opinion in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the dark side of sports business, hit that subscribe button.